I'm getting the chicks in. At first, I didn't know what to do. I've done it a few times now. Set them up in a crib. They need light, warmth, they need water, and it's warm. That's the first thing they're going to want is something to drink. Taking some scratch, and I wet it. This will help. And they immediately start foraging. They know. So I've wet this in warm water. These are black copper marans. Just received them in the mail. Tackle hatchery. The day that they came, I asked off from work so I could be there quickly after they called me from the post office. Because these little guys have already been packaged up for a while in their mailer box. And they need to come out of there. We ordered 30. We think we have 31 here. They'll generally send an extra or so in case there's a loss during the mailing. But I have ordered birds from these folks 3 times now, and I have yet to have had a single fatality on arrival. Knock on wood. Raising yawn chickens. We have a chicken lot. Out here you can't really see it. It's an enclosed wooded area. And we have 3 or 4 coops. All of our friends are enjoying the eggs. And we've been enjoying learning about raising birds. I actually have 3 hens that are sitting right now that I have isolated in brooder areas so they're apart from the other chickens and can be safe. And at night I will go and after these fellows have stabilized and I feel certain that they're in good shape, I will start taking those out at night and slipping them underneath these broody hens, taking an egg every so often. They can't count. I've actually put as many as 15 with a mama bird that already had a clutch that had hatched out, and she actually took care of 32 birds, but that was during the spring. I'm not going to want to overheat the mamas or these babies. It's hot here in North Carolina. It is end of June, so I'll be putting these birds 10 each with 3 different brooder mamas at night, just a few at a time, so they can take care of them, teach them all the things that chickens need to know how to do. I've raised them myself in the crib until they were old enough to be loose in the chicken pen, and then I put some with mamas, and it's a lot easier to put the chicks with mamas if you can. You have to be careful though. Sometimes a new a hen that's never raised chicks won't really know what to do, and she'll actually attack the chicks, so you have to take it easy. I put 1 to see how she does with that, and go from there. Hopefully these little marans will all do well, and we will, they're females or pullets. There may be a roux or 2 in there. They don't promise you that they'll get you 100%. They give you 98% chance of getting all females. But I will be going to a local farm and getting a roux that has not came from Cackle Hatchery. That's a black copper maran, and eventually breed with these girls so we can raise black coppers. These birds were originally from the French cohort of marans. They were a conglomeration of all the birds that came in on the ships there, and over time became a breed in and of themselves. They were famous for their good meat and their eggs, which were very dark. They are beautiful eggs. We have cuckoo marans, and they are indeed big, brown, beautiful eggs. As you can see, these guys are getting settled in. The crib actually has room for them to back off from the heat if they need to. You don't want to put your chickens in a small box and then put heat on that entire box. You could overheat the birds. They need to have access to the heat, or if it gets too hot, they need to have an area that they can back off into. You have an option when you order birds from hatcheries frequently to have them inoculated. I would recommend that highly. Not knowing much about birds, I've had birds before that became sick just out of the blue. I took him to the local vet, and he said marans was the problem, and it is a terrible neurological disease that if it doesn't kill the animal, it leaves it incapacitated, and frequently the other birds in the yard would kill the animal, and had to have a bird put down for that. So then I did my research and found out I probably could have prevented that by having that batch of chicks inoculated. Oh, and then there's all sorts of things that can you can see my kitten that we've raised from infancy. Yeah, hello. These aren't your play toys, just so you know. Okay, well, good luck to you out there if you're thinking about doing this. Another thing, I had raised white chicks before, and the local birds of prey didn't seem to have any problem locating those birds. We lost several to hawks, and I was told by a local farmer that white chickens were often called hawk magnets. So we like the darker chickens, and they do well, especially when they're fostering in the woods and they have places to run and hide. And a rooster, a lot of people think, well, I don't want a rooster. Roosters are very good at alarming and letting the other birds know that there's a problem. And they have their own sounds they make. And a hen will do it too. Something will alert the birds that there's a problem, and they'll make very obvious sounds, and then everyone will just freeze. Totally freeze. I might say that's gross, but I don't want my chicks eating food. And they will. They'll peck at anything. So I'll try to keep this very clean. Right now I've got, you can't really tell, but there's papers, heavy paper down in the bottom of this, and every day that I keep them here in a crib, I'll change that out. But hopefully I won't have them in the crib over 2 days. I'll be putting them with their mamas. I'll take some videos of that now. I'll go out, take a look at how the moms are doing. I've got 2 of them settled in, and I'll take the cat out with me as I go.